Hey everybody, Tekking101 here, and welcome to my new LP that I am starting. And this is an LP that I've actually done before, many years ago, but I decided to go back to it because, well, first off, this is just a kick-ass game, like, right off the bat. Like, that's not just the reason I'm doing this, it's just because of nostalgia's sake. I legitimately want to play this game again. But the other reason is, 4 years ago when I first started on YouTube, 4 years ago, my god, it's been that long. Anyway, I first started by playing this game, Medieval, for the PlayStation 1. It's one of my favorite all-time games as a child, and, yeah, I wanted to do it again because that LP was not that great, and I'll get more into that later, but first, kick-ass backstory here. That son of a bitch. Look, you can tell he's evil right off the bat. I mean, I thought he was the good guy to begin with, but, I mean, just look at that scowl. Damn. Well, I mean, if you want to get something done, I mean, raising the dead pretty much assures you're going to get it done. So, gotta give him credit there. Epic voice, by the way. I don't know who's the narrator here, but this guy deserves some cred, too. He's pretty foreboding. Okay, so basically backstory here. Evil sorcerer, he is, I don't know, pissed off or constipated or whatever, so he summons an army of demons to take over the world, and this guy, Sir Daniel Fortescue, our man, that's who we play as, he was a knight, and he led the charge, and he vanquished the demon, and then everything was happy and peaceful and butterflies for 100 years, and then all of a sudden the sorcerer came back to life. How? Why? We don't know, but it happened, so that's all you need to know. And there he is right there. This is the main villain of the game, Lord Zarok. Which, I don't know, I'm convinced they took the name because later on I played RuneScape, and one of the major enemy gods, well, the evil god of RuneScape is Zamorak. So I always found a comparison between the two. I don't know if they're based on the same dude, but whoever designed RuneScape like this game, and they decided to name it after him, after Zarok. But man, this guy right here, he's actually, this part of the game, he looks really serious and foreboding. I mean, look at this freaking dude. I mean, he looks like a freaking mummy that, like, unwrapped his bandages, and oh man, god, those graphics are awesome. Keep in mind, this is PlayStation 1, but still, these graphics, I mean, at this point in the life cycle of the video games, of the game consoles, this is amazing right here. So anyway, yeah, Zarok, at the moment, he seems all serious and foreboding, but honestly, throughout the rest of the game, he's honestly kind of played for part serious, part comedy, and I mean, I think he would work great as, I shouldn't say comedic, he's more sarcastic if anything else, but just right here, he's like a freaking boss. He just basically wakes up in the morning, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make it night forever, and I'm gonna raise the dead just because I fucking can. Oh, and also, I'm just gonna take everybody's souls just for the freaking fun of it. Merry Christmas, kids. Oh my god, he's freaking evolving. Don't know what that X is for. Never knew what that X was for in the beginning. One of the mysteries that was never taken. So yeah, Major Dick right here. He makes it night forever and he steals your soul. Turns you into mindless zombies. Also, he can raise the dead, so yeah. I mean, I guess if you have the power, you might as well. Oh god, no, it's Little Red Riding Hood with an axe. All my childhood nightmares are coming true at last. I love this. And now he is just so ungodly powerful that just walking around will allow him to bring life into trees. And raise that. He's not even trying. He's just walking through it. He's just like, oh yeah, bitches, come on, wake up. Whoa. And we're dead. Yeah. So yeah. That was a kick-ass intro right there. I have to hand it to you. And yes, that does play every single time you start up the game, I believe. So you have the option to watch that every time. Yeah. I just want to bring up the fact, this game was released in, I think, 96, I believe? 96 or 98, one of the two. Either way, this was right at the time when the PlayStation was really just gaining infamy, because, you know, before Sony came into the picture, it was really just Nintendo and Sega that were like the major players. So whenever this newcomer Sony showed up, it was like, okay, what is this strange new console of which you speak? And it was really just gaining infamy here, and just right off the bat, it's incredible. But yeah, we're going to be starting a new game here. Creepy-ass skeleton. So I just want to just pay attention to the graphics and everything, because 1998 era, this is freaking breathtaking. You know, when I first played this game, it was just amazing. You know, like I mean, I don't want to like shoot for the stars and say it rivals stuff in this game, but just little details. It's incredible. Like look, like freaking flashback to this fight scene. Okay, Dan, you can do it. Come on, man. Oh, okay. Well, you know, shake it off, Dan. Shake it off. You can do it. I love that. He just gets one eye back. that really, logistically, it makes no sense why just that one part of his body decided to regenerate when no other zombies do that, but whatever. Oh, man. So, yeah, this is the guy we're playing as. Sir Daniel Fortescue.
Again. Sir Daniel Fortescue. See?
Yeah, I'm gonna skip over this guy here. These are basically like the Navis of this universe, or Navis, or the annoying fairy from Zelda, whatever you want to call it. They're the I forget what they're called. If they're called the information goblins or statues or whatever, I don't know. Basically, they're just here to talk sarcastic and talk smack to us, but whatever. So this is our character. We are Sir Daniel Fortescue, a lost knight from 100 years past who has risen from his grave to vanquish the evil sorcerer Zadok once again in hefty combat. So, yeah. Let me just, this is Dan's Crypt. This is like a tutorial level. Oh, this one part of the wall is differently shaded. I don't know if that will mean anything later on. Spoiler alert. I have played this game several times before, so let me just give you the quick rundown here. Alright, so, this is sort of like a, I don't want to say hack and slash, because it sort of is, but at the beginning it's hack and slash anyway. So, you got your main weapon here, which is a sword, or it could be anything. You could switch out using select, I believe, and that'll enable you to switch out with any other weapon that you have. Right now, of course, we have the shield. Shield is a triangle, initiate that. You'll be finding you don't use the shield that much in combat, because I never really do. You're just running up and stabbing things. As for attacks, we have, if you hit X, you'll initiate just a simple swipe. If you hit it in succession, you'll do kind of like a combo, like see we did like a couple slashes, then a jab, a thrust. If you hold in square, that makes the main focus of the weapon, which is a charge, and if you release it, you do that. You can also initiate just a regular scaled down version of that charge attack just by hitting square, just by tapping it. Jumping is circle. I'm playing this on an emulator right now, so I'm trying to get used to everything here, but yeah, so that's that weapon here. This is a life bottle. Okay, see, that's our health bar at the top. We're giving 300 hit points, and that actually can go down very quickly. But you notice now that we collected that bottle, there's a little vial, there's a little bottle icon above that, and we'll be gaining other life bottles throughout the course of the game. But basically, that's like our extra life. When our life hits 0, then we'll use that life bottle and we'll resurrect our life. So it's very helpful there. These are throwing daggers. These are projectiles. So just go in the inventory here with select the throwing daggers. One thing, this game does have a sequel, and in the sequel, I believe you're allowed to have, well, I know you're allowed to have 2 main weapons that you can switch back and forth, and let me just say that's a lot more convenient than just having 1 weapon. But you can do the same thing you can before. You can rarely using them. I might just use them just to show off, but yeah. If you scroll down your inventory, you have some other stuff here, like this is your arm. This is your default weapon. You just tear off your freaking arm and you use that as a weapon. I love that. I don't think you can charge it, but yeah. So that's pretty cool here. I also love how Dan always constantly stares at you, regardless of how you position him, because he is ahead. But anyway, so, okay, so we'll switch back to the sword here, and this is a rune. This is basically just like a key, or something like that. So, whenever you see a hand here with the same color as the rune you possess, this in case of the star rune, so it would be yellow hand, input it in there, and voila, the gate is open, and we can now ascend the staircase. So just climb up here, and let me just read this book really here. Reading a book is simple. You just hit X in front of it. Track down Xerox by retracing his diabolical odyssey through Galomia. You can spot the exits from an area by looking out for his stinking trail of magical slime. So we're looking for Xerox's magical slime. So pay attention, kids. There will be a test at the end. Yeah. So just really quick, this is the overworld map, by the way. This is where you go at the end of every level, unless you go to the Hall of Heroes, which is something completely different. And you can save here and whatnot. We're not going to be doing that now because we haven't really done much to save yet. But really, just quickly, I should say, for those of you who have been following my channel for a long time, which that would mean since the beginning I started on YouTube, this was the first game I ever played on here. This is the reason I started my channel to begin with, is to play this game. And I have to say, though, this is one of the best games I've ever played, but that Let's Play I did way back in 2009, and I think it was, yeah, just 2009, that is something I've always been kind of disappointed by on my channel, just because I think I jumped into it a little bit too, prematurely. There we go. I didn't have the proper software. I mean, like I said, I'm playing this on an emulator, but back then I didn't even have that. I didn't have a Hauppauge or a Sparkle device or any kind of video capture device, so I literally I didn't even show video footage. I think for the first 10 episodes or some such, I just showed myself playing the video game. So you could hear the game, but you couldn't see me play it, so that's fun, right? And I think about, oh shit, I screwed that up. Hold on. There we go. I took a little bit of damage there, but we're all gold. So I think... yeah, and the rest of the LP, I showed the video, but it was just like the camera facing the TV. It was like the most ghetto gameplay you can imagine. It was something I've never been very proud of, and I finished it, but I've always wanted to go back to it at some point, and I've always wanted to finish it off. So, like, do it justice it deserves, because this game certainly does deserve it. It really does. Alright, so this is the Fountain of Rejuvenation right here, as the name suggests. Walk into it, it will heal your life. Even if your life is at full capacity, it can heal your life bottles that you have if your life bottles are empty, so it's very handy. It does have a limited amount. You can't just keep going and stand there forever. It just kind of bleeds it dry eventually. Okay, so we gained an Earth Rune there, so now we can... actually, you know what? I'll show off the throwing daggers here for a second. I'll just show you what they can do, but they're really not that good. Okay, that was a triple attack, but that didn't do shit, so let's just... yeah, see? Not very... they get in the way of stuff very much, and... actually, I want to show you something really interesting here. I'll just charge up my daggers, and I'll just... okay, see, look, I hit that one zombie with 3 freaking daggers, and he still didn't drop, so... yeah, that's why I'm not going to be using the throwing daggers that much. Just to show you what they can do. Equip my shield. I don't think you can use your shield while you're using projectiles either, so keep that in mind. We are going to get better projectiles in this game. Throwing daggers are not the example for all of them here. And this is really, it's a serious level, but it's still just kind of a tutorial. Also, if you see those hands on the ground, just ignore them. They don't. I think they're just, it's just one handy little thing for decoration, really. Alright, everybody, lead the charge! Wolverines! Alright. This is the year, I believe, I think this year is 1382 or some such, so yes. Just keep that in mind for the context. Remember, nothing remains hidden under the gaze of an angel. Okay, well, that's interesting. I wonder where that will come into play. Hey look, it's a statue of an angel. I wonder if that has any context. Oh, first I'm going to go over here and clear out this little shiznazary. And this is a part of the game, I have to admit, whenever I was a kid, always screwed me up, because I'm like, okay, well, there's this one, because I never liked to read books when I played games. I'm pretty sure a lot of little kids, whenever you play a game, you do not want to read the freaking books, you don't want to listen to the fairy, you just want to freaking play the damn game and kill zombies. So, I run over here and I'm like, okay, this is a gate. Huh, there's no claw thing, that's interesting. Alright, well maybe I can head out this way, and... huh, okay, there's... no claw thing here either. That's interesting. Ooh, hey, a skull gate. That's really cool. Let's read about this here. Hold on. Damn it, X. You have to be like right in front of the damn book. Okay, there it is. The living world lies beyond these skull gates. The master of the hilltop mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession of the skull key. Alright, so I guess when I first read that, I'm like, okay, so I guess we're looking for this stained glass demon dude so I can get through here. I guess that's the boss we're supposed to kill or whatever. Oop, zombie. Wait for it. These are some very awkward zombies. I think they actually even, if they chase you long enough, I think they actually fall down. It's actually kind of funny. Oh, they charge like menacingly at you. That's a fake out. They're like, oh, I'm a zombie. I'm just going to run at you very casually. Oh, wait a second, damn it. I believe... I remember the camera in this game was never your best friend either. There we go. No, we don't want to go fall down there, Dan. Yeah. A lot of these older PS1 games, the camera was... They're trying to... They were still in the middle of perfecting camera technology. So, yeah. Like, if you've ever played, what was it, Castlevania... The Castlevania games on the PlayStation 1, they were, camera was never that great in that game either, but yeah. Alright, so now that we've done everything up there, I will reveal that if you hit this with a sword, and it's so remarkably simple, you will be able to go into certain areas here. This is the... Oh, hold on. I forgot to kill those zombies. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll do this instead. Alright. That way... Move that way. Come on, man. Alright. Or lady, whatever you are. Angel. Okay, see, this is what I mean by the camera. You have to stop and you have to reevaluate everything. Okay, here's another light bottle, and of course, like most things in this game that are valuable and that are just lying out in the middle of nowhere, you will be ambushed almost immediately. There we go. Alright, so if you can see up at the top right of the screen, there's a little gauge up there. It's a little symbol for the chalice. And whenever you get 100%, you're allowed to collect the Chalice of Lost Souls, which can be located anywhere in the level. Sometimes it's out in the open, sometimes it's hidden, sometimes you need to unlock a puzzle in order to get it. In fact, most of the times you're going to unlock a puzzle in order to get it. Even this time, it's sort of a puzzle, but I think they're just giving you a freebie this time. So, getting the Chalice of Lost Souls, it is not required to finish the level, but it's very heavily expected of you to get it. Because the Chalice of Lost Souls allows you to open up the Hall of Heroes whenever you leave the level. And when you go to the Hall of Heroes, you get upgraded weapons, you get better items, you get more light bottles, and all that shit. So, it's not required to finish off the level, but really, I implore you to get the Chalice if you ever play this game. It's probably like the most simple freaking rule in this game. It's like, Rule 1 of Medieval, get the Chalice. Rule 2 of Medieval, don't talk about Medieval. That was a terrible joke, and I apologize. Oh, shit! Got freaking ambushed by Frankenstein monsters. Oh, yeah! Trace hit! Freaking beast with this sword. Alright, so this is a merchant goblin, or a merchant, whatever. He will enable you to sell more items, so, you know, you can get more throwing dagger ammo here, which, of course, I'm not going to do that because throwing daggers suck a million cocks, but I will come back here from occasionally to get more stuff, because we will get better projectiles in this game. We'll get crossbows and longbows and such like that, so, oh man, really? What I said when this isn't really hack and slash is that in a hack and slash game you just walk up to things and hit it, and that might seem what I'm doing to the untrained eye. But really, it takes a little bit of skill, at least a little bit anyway, because when you run up to somebody and hit a zombie, there's a certain way, if you hit it the right way, you'll be able to kill it without taking damage. If you just run straight up into the things, you're liable to take damage as well as killing them. And like, keep in mind, of course, zombies are the weakest enemy in this game. Like, we're going to deal with some more greater enemies here that don't die after just a couple hits. So, yeah, the fact that I'm taking damage just from these guys implores, yeah, you need to learn your shit in this game. Because later on, man, this is just like the training wheel level. We're going to move on. It's going to be freaking intense.
Tread softly. Zarek awaits beyond these gates.
Wow, already? Okay, cool. Final battle already? That's crazy. Demon from the Mausoleum. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's nice. You calling me a nobody? Yeah, that's basically what these things do. They just basically, you know, they're just like sitting there hanging out on their wall or whatever. Then they'll just wake up and be like, you're a fucking idiot. And then they go back to sleep, essentially.